Hello, my name's Anita Sanchez and I'm the Primary Leader at Richmond Park School. You will already have met one of the Directors of Education, either Christine Curtis or Jim Shellcross, but I am the person you will be seeing on a daily basis once your child starts school. It is a great pity that we cannot be doing this presentation face-to-face under normal circumstances, but I do believe that the video will give you a very good idea of what a normal day at school is like in the early years section. Please remember that the PowerPoint describes a normal school day under normal circumstances, but there will probably be changes in September as we follow the government guidelines. If you've not already read the content of the email I've sent, please do so to remind yourself of our Richmond Park School ethos. The short slide presentation will inform you of a typical day for your child at Richmond Park School. A typical day for your child will begin at 8:30, although we do have a breakfast club which opens at 7:45 every day. I'd like to remind you that all children should be at school for registration at 8:50. However, from 8:30 to 8:50, there will always be morning activities inside to settle the children as they begin to join the others in their class. After registration at 8:50, there will be a focused activity, followed by continuous provision. Snack time is at 10. The school will provide both the morning and afternoon snack. After snack, early years will all have a playtime break of half an hour. After playtime, children will once again have a focused activity, followed by continuous provision. This means that the children are able to move freely in and out of the classroom to the different areas that have been set up. For example, it could be water play, sand play, puzzles, paintings, blocks, and so forth. Children will usually have to complete a focused activity during each session, and then they'll be able to participate in the continuous provision. There will always be adult supervision in and out of the classroom. For the first few weeks, while the children settle into a routine, siesta time is flexible and will depend on how the children are feeling. All children in pre-nursery and nursery must have a siesta. Afternoon snack is provided and then they have an afternoon playtime. Home time is at 4:15 and parents are asked to collect children promptly. All parents will be greeted at the door by a staff member of the class and spoken to briefly about their child's day. And for safeguarding reasons, no parent may collect their child without first having spoken to a member of staff. It is really important that children learn to eat independently at school, as well as to try different foods. If your child does not like the prepared food for that day, they will never be forced fed, but they will be encouraged to eat some of the food on their plate to try it. Our lunches are cooked on site and the menu can be seen weekly on the web page. Punctuality is very important for the early years. Your child should start the day at the same time as his peers, as morning registration greetings are an important routine and a social skill that we try to instill when they're very young. Our good morning routine prepares the day for your child and also lets them know what exciting activities they will be doing throughout the day. Focus activities in pre-nursery is usually story time, linked to the theme that they are covering that week, and then an activity, usually art, that expands upon it. In pre-nursery, they will begin pre-phonics, pre-maths, and language activities throughout the day. Nursery children begin phonic, maths, and language activities. Your teacher will let you know how you can help your child at home. Play is how children learn. They learn how to be creative, to be independent, to socialize, how to share, and many other life skills. It is the most important activity your child does at school and at home. We encourage you to always play with your child at home. The classroom will always have a role play area in the room. Children can dress up and act out their characters with their friends. Role play changes throughout the year, depending on the topics. If the children are learning about animals, then the role play area may have animal costumes, puppets, masks, and so forth for the children to play with. Children also have weekly music and PE sessions. This will also depend on the topics being taught, so songs, dances, games, and so forth will always link with the curriculum. Early years always has a different timetable to primary when they begin school. You will receive further information about the day and times as to when your early years child will begin school in September. It is important that you make the first week arrangements so that your child will feel happy in their new school and has the chance to settle in comfortably to the new routine. During a normal school year, parents are expected to stay with their child during the first few morning visits. It will be a short session and activities will be set up in and out of the classroom. Parents and children should go to all the activities and the continuous provision that has been set up. For the next few days, the children should be left at school alone up until 11:30, and then parents should collect them or their carers. On day 5, children are expected to stay for lunch and then be collected at 3 p.m. Day 5 will be the very first day that children are expected to stay for lunch and a siesta. Please remember to bring the child's soft toy so that they can be more comfortable during sleep time. Please collect your child between 3 and 4:15. We believe that this is a gentle start to your child's first week at school, and it will gradually allow him to learn and accept the new routine. As from the second week, all early years children are expected to attend a full daily session at school. If your child is finding it hard to settle, we will do our best to advise on the best course of action. It may be that the settling period will need to be adapted, and perhaps your child's day will continue to be shorter for a few more days, just to break the cycle of being upset when they leave their parents. We all want your child's first experience to be the most positive it can be. The following weekly checklist is very important, and we ask parents to please take note. Please remember to label all items that your child brings to school. That way there will be no confusion as to the owners of them at the end of the day. Water bottles that are easy to open and close are a must. Velcro shoes are also a must. Caps and sun cream are very important if the weather is hot. Backpacks or mochilas with no wheels, but big enough to carry spare clothes and small enough for the child to carry themselves on their back. Thank you so much for your time and attention. If you have any further queries, please email or phone the office. We are really looking forward to welcoming your child in September. Thank you.